kind of depressing. We were really hopeful we might get in for Thanksgiving. Well, that's definitely not going to happen. Hey guys, and welcome back to Hummingbird Acres. It has been a while, and mainly because we are just super busy this time of year. But I wanted to hop on and give you guys an update on our house build. Been kind of slow again. Feel like that's the theme of this house build. But give you guys an update, and we have also, not just on the build, but we've also done some, like, all of our selections are done, and I have video of that stuff too. So I'm going to put all of that in this video. And as you can see, it is fall, which is my favorite time here on the homestead, and the mountains are just looking gorgeous. You can also see behind me that our driveway is done. We do have a circular driveway. That took a little bit of work. Granddad and I and the girls mapped out this driveway, and so far we're liking it. So far vehicles have been able to come in and go around, especially vehicles with trailers, which has been really nice. So we are happy with it. Let's just get some straw and some grass seed down and we will be good to go. So I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see the house, and I will take you guys on a tour. Here she is. We are absolutely loving it so far. We have some, as you can see, they put ram board down on the porch, but it is starting to become fall, which is when we get really windy. And with that, the ram board has started to blow up. So it's a game we're going to have to play here. These steps, we've got to figure out something here because we just put a bunch of dirt here to make this step. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Nope, and my shadow doesn't help. Hi, Cooper. This is, it probably, with this grade, it probably needed a fourth step, but a fourth step would have needed a handrail, and we didn't want a handrail. So I think we're going to put bricks down, but I'm not positive. So, but you guys can check out our awesome fall view in the garden, which is still a project, but we're getting there. And then this, you can get a better idea of the driveway here. So, all right, let's head on in. I don't think they were here today painting, so if Cooper comes in, he comes in. But, so we do have all of our drywall, as you can see. I'm still very echoey. And they have done a primer. Yep, I knew he'd come in. Our fireplace is going to go right here, and we're still talking about how we're going to do this area, which is why there's nothing there. But it is about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I do have to say I'm loving just how bright this is and how much light is coming in. It looks a little dark on the camera, but it's actually pretty bright. The kitchen, all here. Walk around. Go in this way. So we do have part of the air conditioning and heating system in. So this is the return vent for this floor. The closet. Oh, I am so looking forward to this mudroom. You have no idea. No idea. Oh, this looks like a nasty mess. I wonder who did what there. Here, let's go out the mudroom door since we're here. So here is the back porch. And you can see where they've done some grading, and we do have some grass. It's all like the green peach fuzz. This though is, my dad got this grass in the spring, and he said like it grows great, it comes up really fast, and then it dies. So we will have to see what happens with this. We did get our cable rail system. My godmother was here a week or so ago, and they have a cable rail system, and they put a board on top of theirs so it didn't get as hot. So I do think that is something we are going to do as well, just because the railing does get really hot. And Cooper is eating drywall. I don't know what to say. Down the stairs here, we have our parking pad. We did get our gutters. Go all the way up. You can see those. Still waiting on, so that right there is the gas line and it's in the wrong spot. So we're waiting for that. And then power. We still do not have power. We still do not have a timeline for power. It is very likely that this whole house will be done and we have no power. That is a reality that we are thinking might happen. So we will have to see how that goes. I do wonder, can you get an occupancy permit without power? That is a question we will have to ask. Master bedroom, walking in this way. We had some problems in here with the drywall. I'll put some pictures up. But they drywalled this area here purple, thinking this was the shower, when in reality, the shower is over here. So we had to have them tear all that out and fix that. But closet, but ooh, let's see what the view looks like from this window, because you know this has always been the window with the best view. I would have to say it has the best view. All right, let's go this way. We'll take a trip upstairs. Can't wait for these stairs to be gone. Yeah, really are a pain in the butt. It is so much light up here. It's so pretty. So pretty. Ooh, I got something recently that's gonna go right here on this wall. I'm super excited about it. Can't wait to show you guys. Bedroom. Sorry, it echoes. Bathroom. You know what I probably need to do here soon is look at shower bars, because we are not having them install those. We're gonna do those ourselves. So I need to find 2 of those. Kids' room. Our final paint is going to be like a creamy white, so it should stay this bright. I'm not gonna go with anything dark. Closet. He does not like it when we are upstairs, and he doesn't like to come up the stairs. Okay, Cooper, I'm coming back down. Yeah, all right, but I'm gonna go downstairs. So this room, the people that installed the gas line and the water heater messed up this whole system here. So that had to be replaced and fixed. Yeah, so that room. And then we have over here, that brown box that's upstairs is the other part of this window, which we're not going to use, but they still ordered us the window because we had already paid for it. Have my downstairs unit. I do have a unit in the attic. What I am missing is the outside units. That is what is missing. So if we go out this basement door, the outside units are supposed to go right here, and they just haven't installed them yet. This is something on the docket to talk to them about, this parging. The side walls are fine, but the parging on this back wall, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like, I can't even begin to explain to you how, like, upsetting it is. And then, oh gosh, this stuff is moving. We have to build a retaining wall here, but then they put this gutter here. So, I don't know what we're gonna do. This is for not this weekend, but next weekend. Jamie and I are gonna figure out this whole thing. So, we will see. But that is a house update and a tour. I'm gonna now put on some footage of we went and picked out countertops. All of our lighting came in. So I'm gonna add all of that footage here so you guys can see. And hopefully we are getting to the finish line and this house will be done very soon. So stay tuned for that and we will talk to you guys soon. They can focus on helping their child live. It just means so much. I guess about 2 weeks ago, Jamie and I took a road trip to just outside of Richmond to pick out our countertops. This is the company that our builders have a relationship with. So, yes, it was a drive for us. It was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours there, and about 2.5 hours back. But it was a good date day. We kind of made it a morning date, and Granddaddy took the kids for us. So they had a big warehouse with tons of slabs of different countertops inside. And we did walk through that entire area first. And in walking through that entire area, there was only one slab that we liked. And what we ended up doing is we ended up outside in their like seconds yard, where all of like the leftovers are. And that is actually where we found the countertops we liked the most. And then lucky for us, those were also all of the countertops that are cheaper because they're seconds, they're pieces that are only just like, they only have like one slab left, or they're pieces that are like partially cut. So we ended up shopping the seconds yard and loved that so much more, and actually found the countertops for the bathrooms. And we also found the countertop for the kitchen. And I'm not going to show you that countertop right now. You guys are going to have to just stay tuned and check it out when we are all done. About a week ago, we also got some happy mail when we got home from work and school. We had all of these boxes sitting outside of the camper on our bench. And this is all of the lighting for the house. Well, almost all of the lighting. We were missing, I think, 2 lights for the outside, and then I had already received the lights for the front porch. So I made sure that I opened all of the lights up to make sure nothing was broken and to make sure everything was there. And I'm happy to report it was. After I inspected everything,
I went ahead and wrote on all of the boxes what light they were and where it was supposed to go. That way, when we are ready to move them into the house, they're already labeled, and I do not have to be there to tell the electricians where they go. So that was super exciting. And by the time you guys see this video, we will have the rest of the lights. So we will have all of that, and it will hopefully all be in the basement ready for them to install.
So hey guys, Dan here. I am editing this video for you, and watching this video back has definitely been a little bit depressing. We got some news on Friday that did not make us too happy. So I don't know if you guys remember, but in one of the house builds, I think even in this video, I mentioned that we don't have power to the house, and we still don't. And the project manager was out on Friday to tell us that they cannot do any of the finish work. So the trim, the doors, the floor, installing the cabinets, any of that stuff until we have power, because they need to run the dehumidifiers and they need to get the inside temperature stabilized before they do any of that finish work. And they do not know when power will be turned on. The power company has a subcontractor that digs the trenches for the power lines, and they have no date as to when they're going to get to our project. So we are kind of at a standstill, and there is nothing that we can do. The cabinets were delivered today, so they're sitting inside the house. They're just gonna sit there, unfortunately. So kind of depressing. We were really hopeful we might get in for Thanksgiving. Well, that's definitely not going to happen. Then we were hopeful, well, maybe Christmas, and even that's looking like a long shot right now. So there's not going to be any more house videos for a little while because nothing else is going on. So bear with us. We are pretty disappointed and pretty bummed about this, but it'll be done eventually. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you soon.